What is going on, y'all? How y'all doing today, man? This is Salon Boy Brick, aka Brick Deleware Assistant. You are tuned into Onassis Gaming. Your boy got a cut, man. You already know how this going. Listen, I'm gonna get right into it. No introduction needed for this one. This one I actually caught online, and I had a little bit of an opinion to it. Some of y'all might not like what I'm about to say. Some of y'all might like what I'm about to say, but at the same time, I understand both sides. I mean, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. So first, we're gonna watch what is going on, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you my reaction to it. So let's rock right into it.
We have learned about the indictment of a Delaware state trooper for beating a teenager who rang his doorbell, kicked the door, and ran away, and also assaulting a second teen. Now, this all happened last month. We do want to warn you that some of the video that you will see in this report may be disturbing. CBS News Philadelphia's Madeline Wright is live in Wilmington. She's got the latest. Madeline.
Good afternoon, Natasha. A grand jury indicted the trooper yesterday, and the indictment was unsealed today. The trooper is charged with 8 crimes, including assault, misconduct, and deprivation of civil rights. He's now been suspended with intent to dismiss. This Ring doorbell video shows how it all started. Prosecutors say the night of August 21st, a 15-year-old boy covering his face ran up to a house in Ellesmere, kicked the front door, and ran away in a prank known as Ding Dong Ditch. That house appears to be, or happens to be, where Delaware...
Crazy thing is, if you're from the hood, we used to call that joint Ding Dong Dixie. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I was just wrong, but I used to always call that shit Ding Dong Dixie. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never really call it Ding Dong Ditch.
Where State Police Captain Dempsey Walters lives. Walters wasn't home at the time, but his girlfriend was, and she called police. Troopers caught up with the teen and handcuffed him along with 2 friends. While the teen was on the ground, prosecutors say Walters dropped his knee onto the teen's neck, causing him to scream in pain. Later, prosecutors say Walters punched the teenager in the face, fracturing an eye socket while the teen was sitting in the back of a police vehicle. Prosecutors say earlier that night, Walters mistakenly thought it was a 17-year-old boy who pulled the prank at his house. So he went to the teen's home, yanked him out, and threw him to the ground, causing injuries.
Both victims in this case are minors who were targeted in a violent assault set off by a juvenile prank, in which one of the 2 victims did not even participate. As a mother and grandmother, the footage in this case is hard to watch. As a prosecutor, the constitutional violation.
Like I said, man, I got to play devil's advocate on this one. I have to.
This is the first time that prosecutors in Delaware are charging anyone under the state's new deprivation of civil rights statute, which was passed by the state legislature last year. I went to Captain Walters' house to ask about the charges and get comment, but nobody came to the door. I'll have reaction from a state police colonel and a neighbor coming up at 5:30. Live in Wilmington, Madeline Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia.
All right. So as you can see, a minor prank turned and escalated into something big. First and foremost, I want to say, as a parent, if your kids are out here doing dumb shit like this, check them. You understand? Check them. Stay on your kids' ass. Let them know that every action has a reaction and some consequences behind it. That's the first thing you need to do. Most parents don't even know what the kids be doing. You're 15 years old, you out at night. I mean, you probably chilling and doing all this dumb shit with your friends. That's what I tell my kids all the time. And my kids are still young. I tell them all the time. I said, listen, don't let your friends force you to do some shit that's going to get you in trouble. They want to do the dumb shit, let them do it. But if they going to do dumb shit, you stay away from them. You come the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? So you don't be a part of something that can escalate into something bigger. Now, with that being said, the officer was in the wrong. Both of them was in the wrong, but I believe that the officer was more in the wrong than anybody. You are a grown-ass man. There is no reason that you are getting that mad and that pissed off because somebody kicked your fucking door. You are very emotional, and that shit is pussy. Straight up. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it a buck. That shit is pussy. There is no reason why you beating on. I don't give a fuck if the young boy was 18, was 17. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? All he did was kick the door. I can understand if he broke your windows, busted your tires, fucking threw some shit on your threw like a permanent marker on your fucking windows or crib or something. Dug out your lawn, was messing up. Like he did some old crazy shit, busted out your driveway lights. Oh yeah, by all means, whoop his fucking ass. Because his parents ain't gonna do that shit. So you do it. But there is no reason that you are that emotional that you need to beat on a motherfucker because all they did was kick your door and run. You are pussy for that. Straight up. I'm going to keep it 100. Now, on the flip side, as the 15-year-old, I'm talking to you. You got what was coming to you. You think that you're going to be standing out here doing dumb shit. Listen, every consequence, every action has a reaction. You don't know what that reaction is. But there's one thing I can tell you. When you do bad, you going to get bad. So you can't be sitting there yelling. And I saw the footage too. Mommy, Mom. Now you want to scream mommy and all of that. You should have been screaming mommy before you went up to that door and kicked it because you don't know whose house. You could have been at somebody's crib that was already there. And as soon as you did that shit, they open the door and start busting at you. Now your ass is laying down dead because you did some old, you thought was minor pranks. Go kick your own fucking door. Trick your parents. Why don't you put a video camera up and kick your own door in, and then that's when have your parents come out and then laugh about that? No, not at all. I'm gonna go kick a stranger, somebody that I've never met, that I don't know what might do anything to me, that doesn't give a fuck about me because they didn't raise me, and I'm gonna go kick their random door and run. And then you think that when they find you, they're gonna just laugh and giggle about it. I blame your parents. And if I don't blame your parents, I blame yourself. Because you are 15-year-olds, you have the mindset. My kids are young. They're younger than you are. And they had the mindset to know that if they friends ever told them to do some dumb shit like that, the first thing they're going to think like, I'm not going to do that. Man, fuck these cops whooping my ass. My dad will bust my ass open. Like, my dad will fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even about to do that. You want to do it, you go ahead. But guess what? I'm going to fuck home. Because we not out here doing that shit. You want to chill, we want to play, you want to walk around, you want to roam, you want to do... We can do that. But once you start doing all this crazy shit, nah, my bro, I ain't fucking with you. You can't be my friend out here doing stupid shit like that. Plain and simple. So I blame both of them, but I blame the adult more than I do blame the... Like, when you drag them out the house, you got his foot on his neck, you doing all this other shit. Okay, I understand. You mad. But then you put him in the car and then you punch him? Oh, you are a bitch, officer. You straight bitch. Like, why would you do some shit like that? I don't give a fuck. And it doesn't even matter how old he is. He could have been 18, he could have been 19, he could have been 20, he could have been 21. He could have been a grown-ass man. He didn't do anything but kick your fucking door. That was it. Kick your door. That does not warrant that you go find him and whoop his ass and then beat another motherfucker's ass because you mad. Like, come on, bro. That shit's stupid. That shit's straight dumb. But at the same time, 15-year-old, you had what was coming to you. I'm sorry that it had to come down to that, but I guarantee you, if you would have never kicked that officer's door, your ass wouldn't have got whooped. You did bad, and you got what you deserved. Plain and simple. We can't be sensitive in this world nowadays. Now we starting to treat everybody like, oh, he was young. He was a minor. He didn't know what he was doing. There's no reason for you to have to whoop him and beat him like that. Well, his parents obviously ain't going to do that shit. So he needs to run into somebody like me to let him know that when you out here doing stupid shit, sometimes you got to understand that they got other motherfuckers out here that are way stupider than you. You know what I'm saying? That are way dumber than you. That ain't got no filter. That'll trash you in an instant. It is what it is, though. That's my opinion, man. You know, I kind of hold both of them accountable. I hold the officer more accountable. So whatever the fuck happens, happens to him. But at the same time, I guarantee you, young boy ain't gonna do that shit no more. And if he does do it again, then all the charges on the officer should get dropped. Because obviously, this little nigga ain't learned his lesson. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Salon Boy Brick, a.k.a. Brick Delivery says, what do you think about this? Do you think the officer was right? Or do you think the young buck, who do you think was wrong? Do you think the officer was wrong or the young buck was wrong? Or do you think both of them were? If you do, just throw them in the comments, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and go to TikTok and follow me over there also at Real Onassis Gamings. You already know how we do this shit, man. Salon Boy Brick, aka Brick Delivers. It's Onassis Gamings. You already know. Dream big, play hard, live good, stay blessed, stay humble, stay focused. We gonna keep these reactions going, man. We got music coming up soon, so stay tuned. You already know. Peace, y'all.